Okay, everybody, you ready to join in? Peninsula of Kintyre. There's Mull of Kintyre, I know that, but it's only the Peninsula of Kintyre, so I'm confused. That's where I'm going today, Campbeltown. Just looking at the charts, it would appear that not a lot of water gets up there, and a lot more water goes down by the Irish Sea. So, setting off from wherever I am now, Glenarm, it becomes a blur. Basically, I've got tide going the wrong direction at some point all of the time. But then when I get around the peninsula of Kintyre, I really want a bit of tide with me. So that's going to be about 8:30 tonight, I think. So I'm just doing my passage planning. It is, what time is it now? Oh, it's 8 in the morning. So I'm going to head off soon, because whilst it's only 33 miles, the sooner I get there, the earlier I can go to bed, quite frankly. When you listen to the inshore shipping forecast, they seem to split it up rather nicely into different areas. This area is area 13. This is Loch Foyle up here. Area 14 is the Mull of Kintyre and the Galloway of Kintyre, so that's all this area up here. And then you've got area 15. I can't remember what they refer to it as at the minute. I better get into that. But this is what they say that we're getting. We're getting southwest winds varying and becoming variable. Veering to the west 3 to 5. 6 in the north occasionally. So if we're getting 6s up here, well, I'm not going there, thankfully. It's going to be rain and drizzle, so I'll put my oilskins on. Good pour in the north. Well, it would be if they're getting 6s in the north as well. Area 14 here, which is the Mull of Kintyre and the this area around here, it's telling us that we're also getting southwesterlies, veering westerly 4, 5, 6 in the south later. So that's down here. We're getting 6. We're getting some 6s up here and some 6s. 4, 6. It's tolerable, but I'd rather not. Smooth or slight and moderate seas. Well, moderate is up to 2 meters, so I can cope with if it's only becoming moderate. I'm hoping more for that. Rain or drizzle again, lovely. Moderate or good, occasionally poor. Well, it would be with drizzle. And then area 15 is this area up here, which is they're sounding the worst at the minute. So I've got west, southwest winds. It's blowing 6 at first. Slight moderate in rough, in exposed areas. So this will be around here, I guess, up there. And those arrows, that's the speed of the tide, by the way. Oh, look at that, rain or drizzle. I'll put my oilskins on. Moderate, good, and occasionally poor visibility. So, with all that in mind, I'm prepared to go today. I think it is doable, but yes, oilskins on, and I'm going to put my proper legs on, not my orange legs. Those orange legs down there. Yeah, workman's trousers, because they're easy just to pull on and off if I need to come downstairs for the bathroom activities. But they're not waterproof. I end up with a wet crotch and wet pockets because they've got holes in, so you can get your hands in the side. Yeah, it's not great. Anywho, let's get this boat ready. I've had my breakfast. Look, there it is. I've had my cornflakes and my coffee. Here we are exiting through the, well, we'll call them gates, through the gate at Glenarm. Lovely church behind me. Nice shower block. It does get a little bit tight here, and I am at low water, but according to my depthometer, I have 2 meters below the keel. So we should be alright. My depthometer. It's like a thermometer, but for depth. Yeah, look at that. Plenty of water. There she is. behind me. When you're coming into Glenarm Bay, there's lots of things that are not on the chart. That fish farm there, for example, and that yellow marker. I'm assuming all of these orange little boys that I can see are just fishermen doing their thing. But over here as well, there are 2 yellow markers denoting a pipeline, only one of which is on the chart. So hopefully tonight I've remembered to put this here. I'm going to have to now. Can you see how suddenly the lines go ziggy zaggy ziggy zaggy? As I was coming in last night, and I thought, nah, there's a lot of markers on here that are not on the chart. I'll update my charts. And as soon as I turned on update, the Wi-Fi on this phone that I'm talking to right now to make my charts update on this device here, ta-da! The zigzags happened. It just completely squiffed with my GPS. Good to know. My mobile phone, sending out mobile hotspot, sent squiff to GPS. Maybe that's a technology I could sell on to people that want to block GPS. That's a bit of a thing at the minute, isn't it? It looks so different now. Well, the fact that I can see it helps. I couldn't last night at all. It was that rainy and misty. In fact, have a look at those clouds above it now. So that's going to be bringing in some of the nastiness. I don't know why I call it nastiness, because, you know, without the rain we wouldn't have water. Without water we'd all be thirsty all the time. Why is my jib flopping? Stop it. It's good wind going. I'm 3.3 knots on wind alone, and I'm not that far from land, so you know, that pick up a little bit I think as I get out. I think I'm on for a nice easy day today, which I don't mind at all after yesterday. The nice part is I can actually see where I'm going, because that there, you see that lump of land is Kintyre Peninsula. There you are, 33 miles. If you've ever stood at the helm of a sailing boat, you know that the sea is never truly still. Even on a relatively calm day, there's constant undulating rhythm underneath the hull. And because the boat is always moving, you are always moving. You stand at the tiller, trying to hold a straight line, but your body isn't static. Your calves tighten, your thighs adjust. Your core micro-corrects every fraction of a second to meet the roll of a wave. Your hand on the tiller is under tension, feeling the tug of the rudder, fighting the water. Without an autopilot, the helm gets absolutely no rest. It's constant, exhausting. It's a dance of rebalancing and adjusting. Your muscles are firing non-stop, burning through energy just to keep you upright and on track. By the time you finish a long stint at the helm, you are physically spent. Your body aches from a workout you barely realised you were doing, because your muscles never got a single second of true stillness. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about this relentless movement, because for some people, that dance doesn't stop. Thinking about those living with Parkinson's at the moment, specifically those who live with the tremors or the shakes. Just like standing at the tiller in a choppy sea, their muscles are in a state of constant involuntary motion. Every second of every day, bodies micro-adjusting, shaking and fighting against an internal time. Their muscles firing rapidly over and over, burning through energy at an alarming rate. It's grueling, invisible marathon, and it leaves people utterly exhausted. Just think about the sheer science of it. On average, the human body requires a significant number of calories just to maintain its basic stature.
simply to stand up, breathe and keep the heart pumping. But when you add the energy cost of constant non-stop movement, the body's fuel requirements skyrocket. People living with severe tremors need a massive amount of extra fuel, extra calories, just to sustain themselves against the physical toll of their own muscles burning energy around the clock. But here's a cruel difference. After a long extended shift at the helm, when my muscles are burning and my energy is depleted, I have a choice. I reach over, I press a button and I switch on the autopilot. I can let go of the tiller, I can sit down, I can close my eyes and I can rest. But for someone living with the Parkinson's shakes, there is no autopilot button. They can't just opt out for an hour to let their muscles recover. They can't simply choose to sit still. Instead, they are forced to rely on a complex regime of medication, drugs that try to act as a temporary break, drugs that have to be taken with strict, unrelenting regularity. And as time passes, that storm gets heavier, the disease progresses, and those doses have to increase just to try and find a brief window of calm. They're fighting a constant battle for stillness. And that is exactly why I'm out here, pushing through the miles and facing the elements. I want to find a better autopilot for those people facing this disease. It's why I'm running my campaign to raise vital funds for Parkinson's UK, an incredible organisation. But I need your help to keep this voyage moving forward. Please take a moment to help me join in this fight. Head over to the gofund.me/hall.moon.turn and donate whatever you can. Every single penny helps fuel the research that could one day give people living with Parkinson's the true rest they deserve.
Well, we're coming in. That amazing caravan site and beach that comes with it. It's all on the peninsula of Kintyre. It's all quite nice. So pretty the way those green hills just crash down into the sea. It's just like woof. There it is. Look at the mist that I'm about to sail into though. I have a feeling that I'm going to get wet. I've done really well so far. I've not had all the rain and drizzle at all that they promised on those forecasts. And then actually I've not had the wind direction that they promised either. But this is a perfect beam reach now. I've got 12 knots of wind straight on the side, and I'm getting along at something like 6 to 7 knots, unfortunately, against the tide. So I'm actually only doing 4 and 5 forwards motion. Still going to get there before 6 PM, which is nice. I've dropped it down to just the jib as I'm approaching this misty rock here. This is Davar Island, or Island Davar, and I've got to go around that. I've been looking at it for the last hour. It's getting closer and closer, and I could not believe that that was where I was going, because the mist was just messing up all of the perception of depth. It just seemed to be like forever away. But no, there it is. Awaiting to take me round. There it is though. There's a perfect turning point to guide me into the loch, and I'm holding on. I've got this rope wrapped around the opposite winch, and I'm literally just pulling myself uphill whenever the boat heels over. But look at those Amazing hills. Do you see those amazing hills? I'll turn you a little bit. Look at that. Just the way that it drops down into the sea. I said it before, but so beautiful. I wish it was a nice day and then I could really see its beauty. Thankfully the boat has decided not to heel over for a second. It's been hard work today. Well, here we are, we've rounded it at last, and I cannot see where I'm going to go. No, can't see. There's some lateral markers in there somewhere, but no, can't see them. Can you? Hooray! The mist has cleared enough for me to see two of them. I don't know if I can see them through here. There, look. That's the one I'm aiming at. Brilliant. And I just called the fella on the phone. He says I've got to go in between the pontoons and the green marker, past the dog leg, and I'm going next to a motorboat called Aquaholic, starboard side 2. And he'll be there to catch my lines. Wow, starboard side 2? That's a new one for me. I just never do it. Well, you'll have to forgive me for not wanting to film that as I came in. As you can see by the fact that everything is wet, I didn't want to have my phone out there in the rain filming that, because it suddenly got very, very wet as we got closer and closer to land. But 8.5 hours, 36 miles, here I am in Campbeltown, and I need to get dried and find out what's going on in the town of the Campbell. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.